All right, so this document is for coaches and consultants who are looking to scale their business. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down why you need to sell everything for $0 if you want to make $1 million. And the basis behind this document is the reciprocity thesis. So if you've never heard of it before, it's when you give things away, people feel a need to give back. So, for example, if I give you a donut, you're going to feel a need to reciprocate me in some way. Because I did something for you, you are inclined to do something for me. So this is the thesis of why you need to sell everything for $0. Just give all your best stuff away if you want to make more money. First, let's go over example number one. Let's say you go out with your friends and, or let's just say you go out with a friend and you guys go out to lunch. You guys agree to go to the sushi place, or even something cheap, like you go out for bagels. And at the end of the meal, you expect to split the bill as you guys usually do. But this time your friend says, "Hey, don't worry about it. I got the bill today." And then he covers the entire bill. Now naturally you're going to feel, "Oh, okay, thank you so much." But inside of you, you're going to feel, "Okay, I'll get the next meal because he got this meal." Even though he didn't ask you to get the next meal, you just know that that's what you're supposed to do because he paid for this meal. You're going to pay for the next meal. So now later on, you guys go out for dinner. It's a really nice steakhouse, right? And even though this one is much more expensive than the other one, immediately you're going to say, "Hey, don't worry about this. I got this meal." And even though the lunch is probably about $10 a person and dinner was like $100 a person because he paid for the lunch first, now you're going to pay for the dinner just because it feels like because he paid for you, you have to pay for him. Now, even though it's not equal, you're still more than happy to do it because he did it first for you. So that's the example of the reciprocity thesis. Take a look at another example, right? So there's a lot of celebrities who, fly people out, boat, yacht, private jet, wherever. And a lot of these times it's free, right? They cover everything for the girls when they fly out, pay for drinks, travel, hotel, lodging. But obviously they're expected to do something in return. It's like an unspoken rule, right? So because they're flying them out, paying for everything, the girls in turn have to do something that, that's just unspoken. So example number three, the Coca-Cola experiment. Back in 1971, a Cornell professor did an experiment where he would come in with a random person into a room and he would offer the person Coca-Cola. Just a simple drink, nothing crazy. It cost him about 50 cents. And he also did another test where he came in, talked to a person, but he didn't bring them anything. And at the end of each conversation, he'd ask them to buy some raffle tickets. And what he found was that when he offered people Coca-Cola, regardless of if they accepted or not, they bought double the amount of tickets, which equated to about $20, compared to when he didn't ask them, compared to when he didn't ask, compared to when he didn't offer them Coca-Cola. So simply by offering them a small drink, he was able to double the amount of tickets that people bought for the raffle. Example number four, let's take a look at Alex Hormozi's book. So Alex Hormozi is, this big guy. He runs acquisition.com and he has a 99-cent book on Kindle. Well, he sells it on Amazon technically, and it's called $100 million offers. And it teaches people how to make offers that are really, really good. And basically it's free, 99 cents. That's like the lowest you can go. Well, he could charge a lot more for this book, $20, $10. But the goal he had here is, to give away something that was so good, just for free, so that people would trust him. So he gave them knowledge, and in return, he gets trust. He gets their trust. Right. So that's the reciprocity thesis. Now, he doesn't really sell anything, so you might think this is kind of useless. But what he does have is acquisition.com, which takes a stake in companies doing 1 million to 10 million a year in EBITDA and invest in them. So because you read this book, let's just say I was a business owner, I was making 10 million a year. And let's just say, I bought this book, 99 cents, really cheap. I read it through and I found a lot of value in it. And even though I'm not going to buy anything from Hormozi, when I'm looking to scale my business, take it to the next level, who's the first person I'm going to think of? Alex Hormozi, acquisition.com, to go to for help. So by giving away a book full of knowledge that he could easily sell for a lot more, he was able to essentially buy me as a lead later down the line. So even though it was an immediate reciprocity, it still happened down the line. So another example is Ryan Pineda's free 3-day challenge. So Ryan Pineda has this free 3-day challenge where he gives out a lot of value about real estate, starting in the real estate game, wholesaling, flipping, all that. And it's a lot of value, and it is some good stuff. But at the end of it, he pitches a course that he has. It's like $10,000 for a year. So by giving people so much value up front, he's able to then get some of that reciprocity in the back end after the challenge when he sells the course. So these are just 5 examples of the reciprocity rule in action. Now, the important question we have to ask ourselves is, how do we use this information to close more high ticket sales? The answer is to just give everything away. So if you look at these 5 examples, there's a common theme of just giving something out first, something that's actually valuable, not some cheap little thing. Give something that's actually valuable, right? So example 1, buy them lunch, which is very nice. Number 2, spend hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars to pay for travel, lodging, and return, you get something else later. Number 3, you give them Coca-Cola, right? And even though this one's not as valuable, it's still something that people enjoy, right? Who doesn't want Coca-Cola? It's a nice drink. Example number 4, Hormozi's book. This is a real, even though it's 99 cents and you still have to buy it, it's a very valuable book that he put a lot of time into, and people can recognize that. Example number 5, free 3-day challenge. He puts in a lot of work prepping it beforehand, and he does give a lot of valuable advice about real estate before he goes for the sell. So just give everything away. Some of you might be asking, Chris, what if they just take the value I give them, use it, then run away, and I never see them on a sales call again? Even worse, what if they go and sell that information themselves? Well, if that's what you're thinking, then you probably didn't give them enough stuff. Because let's just say you and Donald Trump are friends, right? And Donald Trump showed you a tax loophole to save $100,000 in taxes each year for free. Would you pay him $20,000, right, if he said he had a method to save you $1 million in taxes each year? So just keep in mind, he already saved you $100,000. Would you pay a little bit just so he could save you $1 million in taxes? Of course you would, right? And the reason is because he already helped you out before. So you're like, oh, yeah, this is like a no-brainer. I'll give you $20,000. You save me $1 million. So if you actually give them something that's helpful, which in this case he did, then this should be no problem. They should be more than happy to give you money. And if they're not, then you probably didn't give them enough stuff. So you have to look at it from an abundance mindset. People will see how good your free stuff is and will want to pay you more to learn directly from you, as in this case over here. So let's go through an example of what a weight loss coach, so high ticket coach, using the reciprocity thesis plus back-end monetization would do to make money by giving stuff away for free. So step 1 would be to deliver value. So that means putting out content, teaching people exactly how to lose 5 pounds in a week, right? So if you really know your stuff, you're going to give all your best stuff away so that it really works for them. And you don't want to hold anything back. Give them step-by-step breakdown, exactly what to do, what exercises, what workouts, what to eat, when to eat, how to sleep. Just give everything away. How to provide as much value as possible. Second, right, once you've gotten their trust, you've helped them achieve results. So in this case, lose 5 pounds in a week with the value you're giving them. You want to get them to commit to getting even more value, right? And you're going to do this by setting up a Facebook group to have everyone in one place that is a warm lead, right? So they'll be willing to join because you've gained their trust and have given them value already. So this is part of reciprocity thesis because you gave them value first. They won't mind joining, and you're giving them even more value. So it's a no-brainer. So you tell them that there's even more value inside of your group, right? So let's just say we helped Carla lose 5 pounds. Hey, Carla, saw your comment about how you lost 5 pounds in 1 week with my method. I've got a Facebook group with step-by-step recipes on how you can lose even more weight. Would you want to join? And of course, they're going to say yes, because the value you gave them here already helped them so much that they have no choice but to join. Step 3 is you're going to give even more value once they're in. So for example, 10 easy 5-minute step-by-step recipes I used to lose 35 pounds in 2 months. And once again, you're going to give everything away. Number 2, simple accountability tracker to track your proven to help you lose weight 1.5 times faster. So these are just examples of things that you would have inside to help them even more on their journeys to achieving their goals, and to losing even more weight. Now, all of this, step 1, 2, and 3, we're all about giving value. And in step 4, that's when they're going to cash out, right? So you're going to do this by proposing to them to give them even more value, which is ridiculous because no one does this. So this is going to what sets you apart. So, hey, Carla, saw you posted that you lost 5 pounds last week using our low-calorie potato pie recipe, right? And let's just say this was in the Facebook group. So they've just been getting value and value and value. They've lost like 10 pounds with you already. and then you hit them with, would you be opposed to hearing more about our program where we guarantee that you lose 20 pounds in 1 month or you get your money back? Now, nobody would be opposed to this after losing so much weight with you. So, of course, they're going to want to hop on a call. And if you can give them so much value that it's a no-brainer for them to get on a sales call with you and you really know your stuff, then that's how you're going to make $1 million this year by just giving everything away for free. If you want our team's help to help you execute on all of this, set everything up properly, the systems, the structure, hit the link in the description. You could book a call with our team and we'll see if we can help you out.